Freezing a row in Google Sheets is super easy, so let's get right into it. First of all, what exactly is freezing a row in Google Sheets? That's just Google's way of saying that they are locking a row in place. I like to do it with the top rows of all my sheets. It doesn't have to be the top row. Here I have the top 4 rows locked in place. And here on this brand new untitled spreadsheet, I have none locked in place. You can see nothing is staying there while I scroll. But here, these top rows stay in place even when I scroll all the way through this content planner. Oh, and by the way, if you like the looks of this content planner, I put a lot of work into making it pretty, and there's a lot to it, including detailed instructions, how to use, several pages. Check out the link below. It's totally free to get this Google Sheets template. But now on to showing you exactly how to freeze a row in Google Sheets. And then I will also come back to this one because there's a slight difference when you start freezing multiple rows that are different sizes. So I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's start with the basics. So ready for this? It's so easy. You just go up to View, you go to Freeze, and then you have a choice of multiple things. Here, because I've highlighted one row already, it lets me choose up to one row. I'll just give this row a color so you can see that I have locked it in place. Even when I'm scrolling, you see all those numbers moving. I am scrolling those, but this is staying in the same place. I'll make it even more obvious. I've written some things and you can see those things disappear, but my top row is locked into place because all I did was I clicked View, Freeze, and then look at this. It's giving me a choice of up to row 15 here simply because I have highlighted a cell in row 15. So what does that look like? Let me test it out by writing something here. Now I will scroll and that disappears, but my top 15 are locked. So easy, love it. So easy to change too. Now we can just go back to the first row or we can choose several to lock. So let's go back, freeze no row, and then let's highlight the first 4. It does not give me freeze up to the first 4. And this is what I was talking about over on Vital Video Planner. You can see the freeze line here, that little gray line. I'm going to change the freeze here. I'm going to change the freeze to no rows. So now everything moves. How annoying. I just want to keep my beautiful channel name video planner. While I'm here, let's just change that to Tiffany Inc. Video planner. I really like having this row long title, thumbnail title for my YouTube video. You know, if I'm working on a video in October, for example, I want to know what the heck is that? It's the title and it's the thumbnail column, but those aren't staying in place because they are not frozen. So let's change that. Let me go into View. Let's freeze it. And it's not giving me the row I wanted. It's giving me row 11 because I'm highlighted there. So let's highlight row 4 and see what it gives me. Now it gives me up to row 4. Perfect. We are done like dinner. That was so easy. You just have to make sure that you are highlighted on the last row that you want to freeze if you are doing multiple. And now here's the tricky thing I was talking about. If you think, hey, I want to freeze these top 4 rows, so I'll just highlight them all by clicking and dragging, and now we'll go to View, Freeze. It's not going to give them to you up to row 1. I do not know why. It decided to see all of these 4 together as one row or giving me 2 row options. What if I did 2 rows? What would happen then? Look at that. There's a problem. You can't freeze rows which contain only part of a merged cell. Okay, Google. Now, this is the merged cell that it's talking about here. These 3 rows I have merged together as one cell with no lines when I made this template because I thought that would make this look better. So the key for freezing, if you want to freeze multiple rows, is to choose the last row of those multiple rows that you want to freeze, and then it's going to give you the option freeze up to row 4. Then boom, it's done. I actually have a Google Sheets template that I made especially for YouTubers. You can download it totally free from a link below this video in the description box. It'll help you plan your content and actually get it done. So check that out. And if you're interested in more videos about Google Sheets tips, check out this video right here. It's a versus video. Again, click up. But I actually front load it with tons of tips for easily making your own beautiful Google Sheets. Thanks so much for watching. If you got value out of this video, give it a like and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.